This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so we got 4 extra. It looks like 4 extra. Probably. I mean, I thought it was a troll at first because Whack 100 is the first one that shared it, but it's looking like he actually accidentally blew his hand off lighting a firework on 4th of July. It's so dangerous, man. So dangerous. I don't wish that on anybody, man. To blow a limb off. That's crazy. Drake ends his stream after pressing someone who approached his vehicle in Toronto. He said, "Don't go shy now." And he says, "We'll fold you up." He was driving an Iceman truck around Toronto to promote his album, Iceman, whenever that drops. I'd assume it's dropping in October, but he's teasing it now. He hasn't even dropped the next video with Party Next Door off his Some Sexy Songs for You. So I don't know, but I don't know. We'll get back to the Drake stuff in a second. We'll break down. He did a listening party as well. Trey the Truth is complaining about Houston stopping him from moving forward. The radio stations, program directors, a lot of people. And I used to feel bad for Trey the Truth. I actually work with Trey the Truth. We did 12 videos, 2009, 2010, into 2011. And he had approached me and said, "Hey, man, I need your help. They're trying to ban me from the radio." And then he explained this whole thing that happened in a park where he was doing a giveaway. And I did like that he did giveaways in Houston, right? But I also heard that he tries to bully a lot of people in Houston. Remember, he tried to get into a fight with Mike Jones over who had swangers on their car first, right? Stupid. But I gave him the benefit of the doubt. And he seemed cool at first. And I worked with Trey. But then I saw, like, once we started getting him back going, you know, because I was partners with World Star at the time, and I was making sure he got top box and all that stuff. And, you know, it worked. He started getting more clout, but then he just, like, kind of just took off on his own. He even owed me money from not even from the videos, from renting some equipment for the video that we did with Yellow Wolf. And he never paid it back. And it was so weird. So I didn't drop the last 2 videos, you know. I still have a video with him and Yo Gotti and something else. And I was like, this guy, you know, he just turned into being like someone that screams that they're loyal to being disloyal, you know. Like, maybe it was because I was white. I don't know, you know. But, like, I was like, geez, man, you know, everyone's the same, you know. And then he tried to beat up Zero a few years ago over nothing. Him and Zero, they had gotten cool while we were working together, and then he crossed Zero again. It's like he has a constant jealousy of Zero. I like Zero. Tried to beat him up. So he's complaining with T.I. on this thing. Tried to jump Zero, all that stuff. To me, you kind of bring it on yourself, you know, doing negative things like that. People don't want to do business with people like that, you know. And it is what it is. I know he does philanthropy and here and there, but a lot of people do philanthropy because they make money off it. They can deny it all they want. They take donations and this and that. They have their charities. I know he has a charity. There's a loophole in a charity where you only have to spend 10% on the cause. So, like, say you're raising money for kids who have cinnamon allergies, and you spend 10% on it, right? 90% could go towards operating expenses and paying yourself. And I'm not saying he's doing that, but it's possible, you know, that anybody's doing that has a charity. A lot of people violate charities, you know. He does charitable work, though, so I'll give him that. But I don't know. It's just, I don't feel so bad for him, you know. So people were catching Drake going through Toronto in this Iceman truck. He actually did it on YouTube and not Kick, despite having a deal with Kick and Steak. That was weird. But, you know, he dropped little lines like, you switched up on the guys and supported a hater on this. He dropped a song called What Did I Miss? Losing all these friends really got to me. Family only feels like a riddle. Affiliates thought they were safe because they played the middle. A lot of people did that. French Montana. But he was just on stream with French Montana, so I don't know. Last time I looked to my right, you guys were standing beside me. How could some people I love hang around pussies who tried me? Then he says, let's see, could be done this week or I'm up next week. So he's basically saying, what did I miss? I'm down 1 week, up another week. It is what it is. Clips is still going to drop that song with Kendrick Lamar, Chains and Whips. See how that goes. People are posting Travis Scott, Lambo. I don't know if they're shipping this Lambo around. I don't think he's giving out Lambos, but I mean, nobody's verse is worth that much. But Glorilla posted it. 21 Savage. I saw Vibes Cartel. Saw Baby. Waka Flocka. Chance the Rapper tried to drop a song with Lil Wayne, but I don't know if that comeback's going to happen. We'll see. Glorilla posted the Travis Scott thing. We're just going all over the place with that. Future posts. I'ma always choose being a real one over anything. Okay. And then Boosie is mad at Tubi. He dropped the trailer for a movie that looks pretty good. He says, Tubi, can you drop my 2 films? Where's MJ and Waterboys? I was supposed to be on the platform with these 2 films. If you're not going to drop them, let's cancel our agreement and you can return my films ASAP. Thanks, Tubi. My assistant number. Okay. And then 50 Cent takes a L in court. His request to block the release of upcoming film Skill House was denied by a federal judge. He had some issues with... they used his image without compensating him. The rapper's request for a preliminary injunction, which means the film will hit silver screen on July 11th. The case, first filed April by 50, accuses producer of exploiting his name, voice, and likeness without his authorization. Here the parties disagree as a critical fact to the case whether Jackson signed the binding term sheet or certificate of employment collectively on the agreement August 2nd, 2022. But even accepting plaintiff's contention that had no final agreement was ever executed, the evidence before the court raises numerous disputes of fact and law concerning whether the parties' course of conduct evinces mutual agreement as to the agreement's material terms. Okay, so the producers allegedly never compensated 50 nor his son for their roles in the project. The judge ruled that 50 did not meet the requirements necessary to receive an injunction. All right, so that's that. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Sorry for the gap in videos. I just was spending time with family. I appreciate you guys. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.